Like, all over the place.
But you have spoken on this space forever.
You are
regurgitating
this old thing.
Malam, you are a hypocrite,
No,
man.
you have been
now talked. You have talked the same thing for over how many hours on this space.
Now.
But now I'm talking.
So, wait.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
So,
now wrap that insult.
Okay.
That insult.
Okay,
Sorry. If you are a sinner of the same thing, then don't insult anybody. Can I finish? If I finish, it won't take me time.
I want to ask you,
I will take 1 minute.
I want to ask you a question. You add it in your submission. So,
okay, go ahead.
In all these things that you said now, what is the way forward? Because at the end of the day, you must work.
I've already proffered. Don't you hear me proffer solution, Malam?
I've not finished.
Okay.
See, it's very simple to say this thing the way you are saying it. The question I keep asking here is, how does all these things that we are saying help us to work as a unit? Remember, the last time APC worked in 2013, they were moving in unison. Even when they were making mistakes, they were defending their mistakes in as a group. Nobody is talking down on anything. Now I ask this question. What is your best formula on how to get everybody to work as a unit? Mind you, we are different people. That's all I want to know. Thank you.
Okay. Malam, I think that question will be best served if you say something like, how can we stop what this thing that we are doing? Because you're doing it. Whenever I hear Peter Obi lost, his good governance did not get him to that statement that I'm making in reverse to article. So if you say, how can we stop this? I have been an advocate of that. I have. And I've complied to it. If War Baby is here, I will ask him. I have complied to that. But I hate narrative. When I hear narrative, I fight narrative. I can smell it. That's why I debate narrative. So we can stop. We can stop saying, this does not win him this, just because one obedience came up and said their mind. And then we will go back into the fight. No, if you do it, then that will invoke somebody like me to stop the same narrative. Does that make sense, Malam?
I can't understand what you're saying. I asked you a question.
We can both stop pushing narratives against any candidate.
So let me also ask you.
We can stop pushing narrative against any candidate. We can stop it now.
Let me ask you a question now.
Yes.
Who is my candidate in this election? In your own.
I don't care who is. I can tell you what a.
No, wait. It's very, very important because this is very, very important.
Who is your candidate?
Yes.
Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
I don't know who is your candidate. I can take War Baby for his word, and I can I can also judge you based on how you treated me.
You don't have any. Yeah. You have zero right to judge anybody in what they say. Who was my?
No. So I'm not judging you based on what you say. I'm judging you based on your standard that you set.
I am still saying. I'm still asking that question. I'm furthering this question. Who was my candidate in the last election?
Peter Obi.
So if I'm saying
we were in that war together.
So asking. So now I'm asking you a question now. So if I come on a space, I've never tweeted anything to advocate for Atiku Abubakar at any time. From that, from beginning to the end of time to today, as we currently speak now, and then I say something about Obi losing the election as Obi supporter, and I am speaking to my fellow.
No, you said at this point you are not even supporting anybody. That's what you said, though, right?
Allow me to make.
Am I wrong?
Allow me to make my.
No, but am I wrong on that?
Can you allow me to make my point first of all, please? So, if I come here and I speak to Obedient, who I happen to be part of, and I said we failed the election in the last time, can we do something differently? And then instead of you to tell me, okay, so how do we do it differently? You pivot to start talking about Atiku Abubakar. Please, can you ask yourself honestly, how have you added to the conversation?
Okay, thank you so much. When you say you are talking to Obidient based on the person you supported before. War Baby can say the same thing. War Baby will make that statement, whereas War Baby is
Again,
advocating for
you jump
Atiku.
away. You jump away
I'm
from
coming to you,
myself.
Malam.
I
Now,
am
Malam,
talking to
Malam.
you. You are talking. You see, that's the
Okay,
thing.
yeah, Malam, I'm
So,
talking to you. Malam, I'm
no,
coming to
I
you
am
now.
talking to you. Talk to me. Leave War
Okay.
Baby.
All right,
to me.
okay, let me leave War Baby. I cancel whatever I said about War Baby. I am following your pattern. And based on the hand you gave me, I made a statement and you called me a Tudo stuff. So based on the statements you are making, I can link up your statements going along with what Atiku people are saying. So that leads me to you are projecting Atiku's narrative.
So let me
just
ask
the same
you
way you call me Tudo.
Okay, so thank you very much.
From Tudo school.
So wait.
Yeah.
I get your position. So
yeah,
is a grandmaster obedient?
Based on the last I haven't followed him recently, but based on last time I know, I will call him obedience. 100%. Yes.
There is dishonesty in your answering question. Who in this street does not know that grandmaster is obedient? To both of you.
No. Did you hear what I say, Malam? I say I have not followed him recently, but based on the last time I know him, he's 100% obedient.
But the question does not need all this theatrics. So again, he's obedient.
So what about yesterday that
coming.
he said he's not obedient? How will I know?
I am going somewhere.
Okay. All right.
You know, because you don't understand the foundation of the question. That's why you are running up and down. And then again, both of you have had problem in the past. For some weird reason, if I
never had problem with
even to the point I was listening.
I disagreed. We have fundamental disagreements. That's not a problem. I don't call it problem.
Allow me to say what I want to say. You can try to sweep it under to the point that you were telling him to return money. I was on that space. So, but that is not what we are talking. I was going somewhere with that thing, but because you are doing Makalele, you are being defensive. That's where I was going to. So, because I called you to do, now makes me not obedient. Because that is the argument I'm trying to.
I did not say that.
Malam, I did not say that. Because it's what you just said here now. Because I said
the narrative of your talking points sounds like that's what I'm saying. People talking points.
Wait.
Why is that so hard?
No, wait. Again, I have made this. You see, the thing is that Kenny, if there is no other person that I know, I understand you very well. You come into conversation, you're all over the place. You know why you're all over the place? I am trying to use your own person to draw my point. I have issue with Tudo. So I will attack anybody that goes to Tudo's place. That does not mean that I'm not obedient. Get it into your head. And I can be inobedient and have issue with people inobedient. It doesn't mean.
Malam, I swear, they behave like disobedient is God.
But I can be inobedient. I went to his space as obedient. I'm not, because you are saying this now, I want to clear you. So, because I called you, this is the Tudo school of thought. I am obedient that believe that we should work together. Tudo is obedient that believe that we should not work together. And if I said this is
so is it okay to say the narrative that you spoke is Atiku followers school of thought?
Oh my goodness!
Is that
Fine,
okay
obedient.
To say something like that?
Fine, obedient. Huh? Do you know what you do? Do you know what you do?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that you're not obedient, Malam. I will never make such a comment. I will never make such a comment. I know you. I will not make such a comment.
If you like, you make it. Nobody cares. You see, it's so immaterial. Do you know why it's so immaterial? I spend my time to separate your conversation because all I've been seeing you doing here is just throwing yourself in everything. Like, we are not talking about Atiku. The people you are seeing here today were people you work with. And these things we are seeing today. And it is so disappointing because I have every reason to have issue with some of these people. Some of these guys are no beat. We don't know them. At least I know you. And that's why I have the temperament to endure and discuss with you. Some of these people, I don't know them. We didn't see them in the last election, and suddenly they become so vocal. And what they are singing.
Oh, Malam, did you hear my profile?
Again, I asked you a question. You all over the place.
Solution.
So again, all I asked here,
Yeah.
I asked you a question. You diverted and you started saying another thing because you keep diverting. The
I
question.
never diverted any
Again,
question.
Malam, as long as I'm concerned, that once you finish your listeners, Kenny's this thing. I mean, Kenny have been speaking since, so we don't hold the mic too much, but that just continue, Malam.
So again, all I'm trying to tell you here is that you guys should stop doing this thing. More especially.
What do you mean, you guys?
Yes,
Malam?
I am
saying.
Yes, I am saying it.
What do you mean, you guys?
Allow
you
me.
guys,
I am saying it, and I'm telling you. Ask me, I'm answering you. You will keep interjecting.
Okay. So now, if I put the same thing to you, now you say I'm calling you Atiku
Okay.
supporter.
Yes.
You say wait. Don't you identify as obedient? Don't you identify as obedient?
Huh?
Don't you identify as obedient?
I do.
Okay, so
Comrade, are you obedient?
You can't call
Comrade, are you obedient?
He doesn't identify as Atiku.
Comrade,
supporter.
are you obedient?
That would be a this thing. Why name calling?
Okay, comrade, are you obedient?
Yes, I'm obedient. Yes.
Okay, so, Malam, are you obedient?
Wait, you see, let me continue. You see, that's allow me to speak.
Kenny, hold on, Malam, because now, if Kenny, you don't see Kenny for APC, he's like a pussycat. He go the beg. Can I speak? Even when they don't let him speak, he'll keep begging.
I do that. Yes. I do that because I want to execute what I went for.
Maintain that same culture here, please. Because
I took you guys as my brother. But if you want to treat me the same way, that's fine. I will take it. I will take it, comrade. There's no, it's not. You don't have to hide your mouth. I go there because that's an enemy camp for me, and I want to execute my agenda.
You interject, you interrupt.
I've never seen anybody. I've never seen anybody that interjects like you. Like in conversation, you will put it out. Oh, if you start talking, I will mute my mic. When they are telling you to wait, you will never wait. So again, when I say you guys, I know the people I'm referring to. We all are obedient. We have the hardliner obedient. Those that believe, oh, if it's not P2B, if he's not in this time, it must be like this. It must be 1 + 1 2. And I don't agree with that school of thought. Does that make me to be less obedient on? I don't think so. And I am making it clear here that among parties, among followers, people have their own faction inside this thing, but they work for common interests. So again, when I come out and say, let us find a path that will lead us to unity. And I talk about Obi as an obedient, instead of you to tell me, okay, let's do it this way or not do it this way. What you will do is you catapult yourself or you pivot to Atiku, trying to make it look as in, the question I want to ask is that, are you trying to get more number for Obi or are you trying to expel more people from Obi? This is what it's looking like. I have disagreement with you about a cause that we believe in. The only thing you do is to tag me Atiku, like as if you are paying me money. Nobody is paying anybody. It is for the love of country and man. I am doing it. Nobody paid me. I spent my money in the last election just like every other person. Some people can come out here and say, and they spend millions. It doesn't matter. That 2,000 naira is very painful because I work so hard. Do you know what it takes to climb a container?
Malam.
Comrade, wait. It's very important to make this clear to some of them. We spend money, we spend time. We are in this.
Malam, it sound like saying that you need that good governance.
No, I'm not talking. No. You see, you guys know how to do this thing. So, what I'm saying here is that was in Lagos, a hotbed, where they told us that if you come out in Yatukode, don't come out and vote, and we vote time. You were voting under threat. But guess what? Some people will come here and make it look at it that, oh, if you say no, last thing you did, you didn't do it right. Okay, so what can we do and how can we improve? No, you are supporting Atiku. No nonsense. And people should stop this nonsense. We have been on the same spot.
So Malam,
Malam.
To disagree on strategy.
Guys,
comrade, I am concluding with this thing, please. Just 1 second. Yes, please. We have been in this position since the last 8 months. In the last 8 months, no progress among supporters, no movement, infights, and not that these fights are, and this fight,
No election won.
nobody want to accept anything. Like, nobody here have accept anything from each other, including both PDP. Because while I was away, I was watching all of them behaving in a very stupid way. Everybody's holding ground. At the end of the day, when the election is over now, everybody will gather here and start talking rubbish. They will start manufacturing an excuse why the thing did not work. But while you have time where you can build a strong force within yourself, you are busy pointing finger. Continue. Whenever I tell you something, tell me about Atiku. At the end of the day, all of us will be here. If you like, you remain in US. If you like, you remain in UK. If you like, you be in Finland, be in Singapore, wherever you are. Your parents or your family members, they are here. They will get some form of share of it. If you have all your family members, you can never get your entire village kinsmen out of this country.
Malam move mic. Oh,
So I know they do this nonsense.
So Malam, we can
Well,
agree
beg
on
you.
this.
Kenny,
I want
it's
to
okay.
do a
Kenny, no,
gentleman
it's okay.
agreement. No,
Make others speak here. Yeah. So next thing also talk now.
I just get
No.
10 seconds, please.
I don't consent to that. Make thing also talk.
Yeah, thank you very much. I beg. You know, sometimes when we speak for long, we just start repeating ourselves. So let other people speak. Thank you very much. I greet you, the Mr. Host, comrades.
I think that should be double mute.
But can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Robbie, can you?
Yeah, it was double. I was muted. Hope you can hear me now. So,
Yes, we can hear you.
yeah, good. So the topic, talk power first and good governance. I keep on saying it that the primaries, anything that is being held in ADC, the two key issues that should be the conversation going into any primaries is, are we voting for the person that is very, very likely to win this election for us going into the general election? Factoring everything, ethnicity, religion, whether that's with electoral malpractice, everything, good governance, everything, you have to factor in all the factors. Same way the Democrats did in 2016 primaries that presented them Joe Biden. It was not as if they loved Joe Biden, but they came to the conclusion that Joe Biden was the only one that could actually have a chance of winning Donald Trump in that general election. So that was the conversation going into that election by the Democrats. And in the end, Joe Biden won. And let's say they brought out somebody else, even if that person seemed popular, maybe if that person was left, if the person was left leaning, he ticked all the whole right boxes in terms of what the Democratic Party wanted. They felt maybe in a way he wouldn't have been good enough to have gotten other types of voters, because in every voting bloc, it's not only a voting bloc that decides who win an election. There are different interests. What might appear to you as good governance might appear to somebody else as bad governance, or what might appear to somebody else as bad governance might appear to you as good governance, because in the country, politics is local. So they did all this factoring, and they decided that Joe Biden, no matter how he was not even left-leaning. In a way, he was even kind of middle-leaning, that he will be able to sway lots of other voters in terms of independent and swing voters. And that was the major conversation they had. So I'll keep on saying that going to this election, it is who we feel is going to win this election. Because in the end, I will not lie to you. You see P2B, you see Atiku. Whether you like it or not, both of them are losers. They lost the last election. Whether you're calling somebody serial loser or not, all of them in 2019 they were on the same ticket. And we know what they call the same ticket. It means joint ticket. That is why when Atiku and Obasanjo were having issues, the court said that you cannot separate the both of them because they were on a joint ticket when Obasanjo was trying to shop for another VP. So they won a joint ticket in 2019. They both lost. 2022, they both lost. So all of them, they're now having a pattern of losing. And we are supporters. It's very, very easy for us to say, oh, if our candidate loses, are we the ones that will suffer it? Good governance, other people will suffer it. But the thing is this. You see those losses that P2B and Atiku are suffering. Especially, I'm talking to the obedient now because I feel in a way they don't understand the way this losing thing works. It has an emotional, a physical, psychological toll on P2B, more than even you people, more than us. There's a reason why before a presidential candidate even say he wants to vie for office, he consults his wife. In most countries, they consult their wife. They gather their family members and ask them, please, I want to run for this office, especially if you're a major presidential candidate. I'm not talking about the mushroom presidential candidate. Major one that has what it takes to go around the country. You bring everybody and ask them, you tell them, say, please, my wife, my children, I want to run for this election. And are you people going to give me your support? If you're not going to give me your support, I would rather just stay behind because it takes a toll, not only on the entire family, because you know what it takes energy, loss of meeting, loss of traveling, loss of handshakes, loss of shalaying, explanation, loss of networking. You talk to the good, you talk to the bad and the ugly. When they lose the election, go and check when Hillary Clinton lost the election. She said it now, she couldn't leave her house for days, even John McCain. They felt defeated. No politician that has that kind of spreads goes into an election, spend all this energy, his resources and everything, and you feel after the election he loses, it doesn't have a toll on him. He might not show it to the supporters because he wouldn't want the supporters to feel less energized. So we'll come out, we'll maintain a tough man stance. But in the shadow, it's actually they lick their wounds. And I'm sure P2B and Atiku, they know this. That is why they told themselves that, look, we are going into this election as one united person. We are not going to listen to people that say, oh, we should remain this place and we should do the same thing we are doing. Because in the end, once you do your own, yes, all of us contributed, though we did our own part to make sure that our candidate won. But in the end, we can just go about our various life. We can lick our own wounds. But the person that licks the most wound are those people that their name is on that ticket. And in Nigeria, it even affects them so badly that even people said it. That people that associate themselves with him, when they see him, let's say he's going to an airport, you see them, they are running away from him because they do not want government officials to see them with him, and then maybe they'll start with shunting those other people. So it has a serious toll on these people. And that is why if you say you love these people, whether it's Atiku or P2B or whoever is coming out, you will start having conversation of how they can win this election and stop saying, oh, it is this person or nothing. It is good governance or this or that. Because in the end, you're not helping that person. You're actually weakening that person, his position, and also his state of well-being, both mental and physical. That's what people show. That's why sometimes when I hear this conversation, I ask myself, like, are these people actually doing a P2B or Atiku any good? And let me not lie to you, I'm an obedient, but there are some things I see that gets me infuriated. Okay, today, Atiku made a post on Twitter. Go to the comment section. It is a complete mess. Obedience. What are they doing there? Abusing, marketing P2B, marketing Kwankwaso as VP. And when P2B makes his own post, you don't see the articulates going there to start doing this kind of things. And then when we say all these things, they'll now start making it look like, oh, who started it first? But you leave your own space and you go to somebody's own space to go and push your own agenda. To me, it doesn't make sense. It seriously doesn't make. Even when you see some people that just want to even hype the article, believe you me, most times if I want to go to the comment section, I don't know. My mind, once I see somebody hyping an article, maybe I see maybe one over 50 comments and maybe 10 likes or 5 likes. My mind, I already know where those comments are coming from. And we are saying that we want to be in a coalition. We want to win this election. And let me not lie to you. If there's anybody that does not say the truth, me, I always speak my mind. I will speak the truth. And here is the truth for anybody should listen. You see the APC. One thing with me, I read body language. I listen to even these channels that most of people run away from because you say, oh, it's Tinubu channel. Is this? I try to listen to the minds of my political rivals to know how they are thinking. You see the APC, their greatest fear is having both Atiku and P2B on the ticket. That is their biggest fear. They believe anything other than these two people on the ticket, it will be easier for them to win because these two people have been tested. And now, the only way, to me, the only way we can actually even stand a chance is through that same way. Those two people, to me, if they're on the ticket, it's easier. And knowing fully well that Atiku cannot be VP again, of course, you already know how it should be. That is what I'm sensing. I'm saying it's my own opinion, but based on my observation, that is what I am sensing. But in the end, it is not left for me to decide. My observation is not what is going to win primaries for any candidates. My observation is for me alone. But once the electoral outcome, maybe after the electoral outcome, then I can start analyzing, was my observation, was it right or wrong? But for now, all of them should enter the primaries. I was in a space with, I think, Avril. She hosted the space. And I was one that asked I asked the question to Honorable Emeka Nwajuba. I was one that asked him that question. You know, he was a former Minister of Education under Buhari. Very, very eloquent man, highly articulate, very, very brilliant, sounds very, very sound. I asked him, is he going to throw his hat in the presidential? He actually ran for president under APC. And he lost, to Tinubu. And I asked him, is he going to repeat the same thing again? No, he's now in ADC. And he told me, yeah, he now admitted that, yes, he's going to throw his hat in the ring. And that is the beauty of democracy. More people, more interest means that you're going to get more followers, more supporters. And in the end, once everybody come under these primaries, to me, there shouldn't be a consensus because the disadvantage of consensus is that some people might start, pushing the narrative that maybe it was rigged, it was shrouded in secrecy, it was not open, nobody knows what happened, underground. But if everything is done under the sun, we see it. No matter what people say, we see it. We trust the process was open, it was transparent, and it was credible. Automatically, I think the conversation will now change to how do we work together to win the general election. And I trust the candidates. I believe all the candidates in ADC, they are proper party men. They are all of them are partisan politicians. They are not activists. And once you're a partisan politician, you're in it to win. You're thinking about win-win situation. You're thinking about political horse trading. It's now left for all of them to actually galvanize their supporters. CEO, I did my best in the primaries, but we can only have one winner. And since we're all in the same party, we all agree that we will follow the due process and whatever the party presents, all of us will support the person. Please, my supporters, I hereby endorse this winner as the next president of this country. I am going to do whatever it takes to work with this person. I will follow him to campaign grounds. I will sit side by side with him. I will stand side by side with him. I will be in public events side by side together. We'll hold meetings. We'll rally our supporters. Who knows? I may even be part of the people that will help him draft, part of his manifestos and all kind of stuff. Please, I'm pleading with all of you to join us in actually making sure we take power from this failure of a government that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Once our leader says that, we have no choice. All of us. Of course, there will be some dissenting views. It happens. Like I said, it's a democracy. But I believe that majority of us would understand where it's coming from. Because I keep on saying, in the end, these guys, they do not want to always be coming out and acting like opposition. They're not activists. no matter the power they get, it's a plus. Whether it's 20% power, is better than they still come out and have 0% power, and they're just on Twitter tweeting, maybe poking holes on the government. So we should be very, very realistic moving into this election. We didn't have an alternative before, but ADC has given us an alternative, and we're talking about it. I do not care who's leading the conversation in ADC. Lots of work are going on, online and offline. People are holding meetings with grassroots. Article is it today? He posted the Bauchi, I think the grassroots movement of Bauchi, where they had a meeting with him today. Likewise, P2B, likewise, most of the presidential candidates, they're all doing their bits. Because there's nothing that
hand up here.
Yeah, yeah, thank you very much. There's no these politicians. They're all incurable and optimists, too, if you don't know that. We are optimists, but you see optimism, when it comes to politicians, they're on this times 100. They are so optimistic that they always feel that they will have their way, that they will win. But later, reality always dawns. And when reality dawns, they still find another way to win. And that is where they do their horse trading. So it's high time we as the supporters, even at least, let me just say 30 seconds, we should start getting into the minds of these people we support. And know fully whether they're also human beings, that they are there to win. And whenever we are saying anything that's making it look like, oh, if we don't win, we are pulling out, automatically, we are making them look like losers on the long run. Thank you very much, Ayode, Mike.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So that said, I see this mic request, and I just say no space. Now I never bring people up. So but if you have spoken, I'll just take it down briefly. Then if you want to speak, send mic request again. Everly, I'll bring you into the queue at some point, yeah. And make make Olabe speak, then I'll let you go after him. Olabez, go ahead. Okay, Olabez is not there. Avery, you want to go now? Then we go to Dumebi after that.
Let Dumebi go.
Okay, Dumebi, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I'm here.
Okay, just go then. Dumebi,
I'm going next after him, right?
You go next.
Am I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So
yeah, let's just take 4 to 5 minutes.
Talk power first. Okay. So talk power first before good governance. So one thing I want to say is that first I want to ask a question. See, under Obasanjo, do we have a good governance? Obasanjo and Yar'Adua.
So Olabese, that thing like we don't discuss that good governance, they're relative, yeah, it's not absolute. You get the concept of good governance is dynamic from one person to another. So I can tell you, yes, there's good governance, but to the next man, it doesn't. I mean, it does not translate to good governance for him. So if you get the gist. Okay, Olabese don't drop. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Dumebi, go ahead then. I don't know what's wrong with this network.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, comrade. So quickly, I think what actually brought me to this space was the topic, and I was like, what kind of topic it is? I have to take my time to listen to what everybody was saying to understand the concept of this thing, the topic and everything. And before I now later discovered, okay, this is the direction of going. Okay, now these are my own contribution towards this thing. I think I have heard especially Malam and his altercation with Kenny. My own point of view is that sometimes it is our approach that causes provocations at times. I must be very honest. There are certain strong languages that Malam used that
brother, just speak to the topic, eh?
Okay, let me not bring that. Although it might lead to what I want to say, but let me just go straight to what I want to say.
I mean, 4 to 5 minutes, so you are better served using the 4 to 5 minutes to talk about the topic.
What I want to say is that I think our problem, or I think our major problem is INEC. And I don't blame people that are beginning to make references with the 2023 election. But anybody in the academic line knows that if you are going to make any publication or reference based on the 2023 election, and you want to use it, or let me not even use academic, let me use in data analysis, and you are you own a business, and you are putting your forecast on the 2023 election results, knowing fully well all the things that transpired through other period of the 2023 result, has automatically failed as a business person. What am I trying to say? We know that that result does not reflect the true outcome of what happened. It's just like I hear people say, will be 8 million, what's it called? Will be 6 million, Article 7 million, 6 plus 7, 30 million. For what the heck? How do you arrive at that kind of myopic calculation? Knowing fully well that even those people serve the same call, what's it called? Tinubu did not even get up to 4 million in that distance, and you are using that one as a focus. Okay, now let's even look at the process of the election. Atiku, as at that time, I'm just trying to make my analysis. I'm not trying to, denigrate him, but I just want to make some assertion. Atiku, as at that time, had how many PDP governors? Now, how many PDP governors, or how many governors of PDP have currently? Because some of the results using Delta State as a case study were manipulated by state governors. And now that Tinubu has those state governors by himself, what are these people going to use to get that same 7 million vote that they are boasting on? That is what I want to know. And you see people forecasting results based on 2023 election. I've never in that analysis. That is a very silly. Let me use that a very simple, a very silly analysis. Tinubu now, as I claim that he gained 8 million through that INEC and what they did in it. I tell you, if that same process is maintained, Tinubu has nothing less than 23 million votes. You can take this to a bank, take this to any bank. Because that is the real analysis that is on ground. If we are going to maintain that same 2023 process of election, Tinubu has nothing less than 23 million votes. And our so-called Peter Obi, our so-called 8 million votes, that they did excellently well. And a good citation to this is the current preliminary elections that have been conducted. See the election of Imo State. What is the outcome? Look at the election, even before her very, very own eye. Look at the election of the Edo states. And we are here making noise, saying primary. See, we have to understand how the dynamics are.
Sorry, do maybe I say this thing. Maybe just your network is bad. Just maybe wrap up in 1 minute. Yeah, 5 minutes don't even reach.
No, don't worry. It's not up to 5 minutes. I know when I started.
You started 15. Wait, hold on. You started 15:26, and it's 15:30 by my time. So don't tell me you know when you started.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that I believe all this, because there are 3 categories of politicians now currently on. The main politicians, which I call the first-class citizen politicians, that are in the ADC, which are the likes of the Atiku, Peter Obi, and El-Rufai, Amechi, and we have the second-class politicians, which are probably people that are still putting more effort and belong to the party, that have directly registered into the party. And we have the third class, people that they are just, just talking. This is who it must be, but they have no political will or value as at now, because they are not the ones to determine the primaries. But in the second place, people that already belong to the party, I want to ask many of us here, how many of us have registered with the ADC party? We are here online making noise. The obedience movement, now led by Tanko, have released a statement that everybody should go and register in the party. The so-called obedient, how many people have added to it? In the article how many people have gone to register for the party? If you don't know, politics begin from word. It's not by coming online to make unnecessary noise. It became from your word. It is from your word that you will now begin to get executive that you can say, okay, they represent at the local government level. From the local government level, you can now get representative at the state level down to the national level. And then when we now talk about this first-class politicians, the ones that have listed earlier, you understand these people are not having the issues that we, the second and the third class, are having. Now, Atiku have released a statement. An argument between this set of people is an advantage to the opposition we are trying to fight. If you want to, like I pose, if you want to support your candidate, support it. You are free to promote your candidate, but promoting based on his good wills.
Maybe just start wrapping up, okay?
Promoting based on his good wills and not on it must be, if it's not him, it's not going to be him. Everybody have an advantage that believe that there's a positive or there's an advantage is on our own candidates have over the other. Then stand on that and tell us about it and start telling us why it must be maybe Atiku or it must be Obi. I don't believe in all those bullshit. But meanwhile, just because I don't know why it got to my turn, I have to speak less. I think I will just drop the. I believe I've actually make the emphasis of what I want to know. What I want you guys to know is that this top first-class politician knows within themselves who they are going to pitch. And I'm going to make a reference to what El-Rufai said. Even before Obi camped, Obi made a statement that it took him time. And when on the day El-Rufai decamped, he made this particular statement. He said, we agreed, me and Peter Obi, I'm quoting him according to what he said. That wait, let me finish. You can correct me when you are done.
I actually want to stop you. I know if you want to correct you, you get because I've been telling you to wrap up. You understand? You spoke for from 1526 to 1533, so that is like almost 8 minutes. Yeah. Thank you. So the next speaker, okay, what can Every, are you ready to speak or make Moke speak?
Let me just speak now. So
Okay.
Yeah. Good day, everybody. Comrade, thanks. Baby, thanks for inviting me. And thanks for giving me the mic. Comrade, I know we have not been the best of friends lately. So, comrade, I hope that can change going forward. Even Malam Green, when I heard you just now, I was so surprised. I thought maybe we're not even on the same page because I have a lot of people against me now. So anyway, first let me say to everybody who feels offended by the Atiku Obi ticket that I was pushing along with other people, I would say out of humility, I'm sorry, but I'm not really supposed to apologize because I have the right to push for what I believe in as a Nigerian. But since you guys say you are offended by it, I'm sorry for that. But I'm not pushing it anymore. I just want to make it clear. And thank God this is a full house. When you guys go out there, Shonga, I don't really care for you. Stop interjecting me. I don't care for you. I don't like you. So stop it. You're a Confucianist.
I know now.
And you don't.
The feeling is
You're
mutual.
a Confucianist. You don't listen. You just come and talk yapa. You can't. Someone can have a conversation with you and look at what you are doing now. You're just showing yourself. So stop it. It's not funny. So the reason I was pushing that ticket, it was not personal. It was not because I was looking down on anybody. I was just fighting for myself as a Nigerian and all those people who don't have hope. Like, let us come out from under APC and see what we can get with a new government that has Obi in it. And I think I have a right to that. Even though I submit that, okay, to you that was offended, I am sorry. But I also have a right to push for what I believe is right. And to some of you, once you hear let us come together, your brain immediately tells you this person is working for Atiku. Why? Once somebody says, let us work together, I don't want to mention anybody's name. The moment you hear, let us do things differently, than what we did in 2023, and let us work together to defeat APC, your mind immediately goes, oh, this person is working for Atiku. Why? Maybe you should ask yourself why that is. Maybe that's the way to go. Because someone like me, I was an obedient. I didn't start pushing this ticket because I was an articulate. Most of you said, stop talking about Obi, don't put Obi in your mouth. That was why I even started to learn about Atiku the way I've learned about him now. It's not because I was supporting him before. Even when somebody here admitted that Tinubu is a crazy person. This was not his word, but his exact description, but I'm just paraphrasing. Like, even when he was not in government, he was able to rig and get people in power and get himself in power, not to talk of now that he's in power. Like, how do you want to defeat him? The last election, the guy that just spoke before me, he was saying, we can't trust the results. If you can't trust the results, if you think the votes don't count, why do these people bother to buy votes? If you are just going to throw the results of the last election away and just throw it away, you can't count on it. Like our vote, why do they spend millions, billions of naira, even dollars to buy the votes? You can't throw that election away. If you think the results are so bad that you can't trust them, who did Obi have in Lagos that he won Lagos? You keep talking about structure. What was it? The governor of Lagos was in LP. And some of you will say it's only because Atiku had PDP governors that he won. There are places where he won in APC states. This is not about governors and structure as you guys are making it seem. At times, when the people accept you in a state and they vote for you en masse, there's nothing that can be done about it. They can skim votes off of you, but they can't just take 1 million votes from you. They can't back it up. And they will be caught. They can't back it up. They can skim you away from 25%. They can take you down to, in a place where you didn't win outrightly, right? They can take you, maybe you managed to get 25%. They can take you to 24%. So you are not viable in that state. But for them to just take you all the way from the 26% you got to 1%, they can't back it up. They can't back it up. Having that mindset that, the votes don't count, we can't trust the results, is how they will defeat you, because you are demoralizing people. You are demoralizing people. That ticket that we were pushing, it was to overwhelm the system. It was to overwhelm the system that in the north, they are shouting Atiku Obi. In the south, they are shouting Atiku Obi. We'll leave Southwest for them. Let's see. Like, even the appearance of it alone, they will not be able to rig the election when they see the whole country. And there's a way we will even do it, the Southwest will join us. But if you go and carry a ticket that, if you think, like the way some of you are taking this thing, you think Obi doesn't know that some things are not aligned for a Southerner at this time? You think if he believes in his own heart, the way some of you are carrying this thing, that he can do it alone, do you think he will go and join ADC? If you are saying he won the last election, you think you know more than him? You love him more than him? Why didn't he run in LP if he thinks if you believe he can do it alone, and he also believes he can do it alone? Why didn't he run under LP? You guys are in a new party and you are saying, if you don't get the ticket, let everything tear down. And you are the first to complain that you are being insulted. But if you go under Atiku's comments now, go and look at the things you are doing there. Go show me my tweet under Obi's tweets to show me where I've been so like. Insult. You have accused you. Once somebody says let's work together, you are working for Atiku, and then you start accusing the person of taking Atiku dollar. You are the only ones that are altruistic. You are the only ones that are working free of charge. You are the only ones that love Nigeria. What is your love for Nigeria? What is it worth if you don't win in 2027 and you become nothing in the hands of Tinubu? Look at him now in his first term. What do you think he's going to do in 2027 when he doesn't need you anymore? And all the governors, right? Because INEC, everything will be under him. Like, if we think it is difficult now in 2027, like what we are facing now is difficult, do you know how bad it will be in 2031? Where are we going to start from? Some of us that are pushing this, that were pushing this ticket, right? It was not to insult anybody. We were just trying to fight for our lives. You understand? We were just trying to fight for our lives. And if a politician presents himself to serve the nation, people have a right to talk about them. But you guys have taken it to another level. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Shebi, we don't leave him for now. We have left him. So I don't want anybody to associate me with that. Oh, the Avril is pushing Atiku Obi. I am not. I am not anymore. I am not. What I'm saying now is, you even saw that on Sunday we had a guest that declared his intention to run for president, right? And we have been promoting him as well. So for me now, it is ADC. What I was after was for us to hijack the process. I know that we have mouth on this X. If Articulate and Obedient are joined together, we would have forced that ticket out of that place. Now different people are coming. God help us. For those of you that are saying, let us have open primary, let us have open primary, let us do this, let us do that. When you will wake up after the day of primary, you end up with Dr. Shokoloko Bangoshe as your flag bearer. All of us will bear it. Somebody you don't even know. When America will put hand, France put hand, Tinubu put hand, they help you. Bring Dr. Tolukuko as the flag bearer. Should be all of us will rest. Somebody that they know cannot defeat Tinubu. So me, I was saying, let us force their hand. Let us cry, fight, press conference, everything. Let them give us these 2 men. There's no, and let the condition be that after Atiku, Obi will become president. Because if we want to deceive ourselves, we can continue. But politics, if you deceive yourself, they will beat you. Because your opponent is not deceiving himself. Whatever you refuse to look at, he will use it to beat you. And after he gets that power, he will come and oppress you. Tinubu got 8 million votes, and over 5 million came from the north. And you want to just leave that place open. You want to leave it open, that those people will not be sentimentally attached to the election. Like, as far as they are concerned, now Nasabi, Tinubu will get power back in 2031. Obio will get power back in 2031. So they don't care. Whatever happens, happens. You want to leave that kind of place open. You guys know, we all know how they fight if they are invested in something. And before you say, he didn't win before, Buhari was a thing back then. When I mean a thing, I'm not saying he's a thing, but like he was a factor. Even when he ran, he gets all these 13, 12 million votes. But when he ran against Yar'Adua, he couldn't get it. So that has been a thing for between Buhari and Atiku. Now that Buhari is not there, Atiku can easily become the leader of the North, especially with our support. Now power we define. Now, let us, like this, the topic says, let us get this power first. And trust me, when you are the base of a politician, when a politician knows that you were the one that brought him to power, the way he deals with you is different. It is not it's not as important as the person there is not really as important as if the person is in your corner. You can have somebody from the south in power and you will not feel it, just like now. A Southerner is in office, and what does the South have to show for it? What do they have to show for it? But if you have somebody there that knows that you gave this, you made this happen, he will move heaven and earth for you, especially if he's trying to come back. He will pander to everything. His policies, he will make sure you are happy with it. But you guys are living this thing, yeah, we are fighting, it has to be this, and now they will go and align with the wrong people. They will align with the wrong people because we refuse to fight that fight. They will go align with the wrong people to get this power, and then they will ignore you. Later, you start crying. Oh, they don't care for the youth. What the youth did you help to bring them to power? Did you help to bring them to power? You were fighting. You were fighting amongst yourself, and somebody else came to steal it, and then nobody cares for you again because you didn't know how to consolidate what you had to gather it together and make it forceful. So, make a round up. Stop calling my name on the Atiku Obi. No. As it is now, I'm not pushing the ticket again. Don't call my name on that thing again. I'm not insulting anybody anymore. I'm for ADC, and I'll keep letting people know that if Atiku gets the ticket, he is a good man. He is a good man. If Obi gets the ticket, we are blessed. If Amechi gets the ticket, now what we find we get, we will take it like that. He's a good man. If Shokoloko Bangoshe gets the ticket, now we allow and get them. We will manage it like that. ADC or the way we will not get stress. If Otunukuke gets it, we are the ones that allowed it because we didn't. Because how do you want to push Obi alone? Nobody go. Which force do you think you want to use to push Obi? All these things that people are doing here. Obi is now Obi or nothing. ADC. You think they care about that one? Obi, give Obi the ticket. If you don't give Obi the ticket, we will not vote. Not vote now. You think those politicians they will suffer? You think they will answer you? Imagine it was the force. These two people, Obedient and Articulate, doing it together. It would be different. But no, it has. See, politics does not care about your feelings because it is about power. It is about money. If you don't play it well, somebody else will take it and use it to oppress you. I'll keep reminding you. People. But as for those that are upset, I will say it again. No vex again. No. I'm not pushing that ticket again. I'm not. Thank you, everybody, and have a good day. God bless.
Yeah, thank you, Avery. Thank you for that submission. Nice submission, though. Yeah, so it's not even about vexing, you understand? It's still about preserving the unity in the party. You get, because so that's in the provocative, because okay, until make Obi come out, can't talk saying one work with Atiku. You get, but for now, he has displayed his interest like Atiku have. You understand? So why Jubana don't declare interest? If Amechi supporter can, they said use them as advice to their own candidates. You understand? It comes off, the optics doesn't look good. You get, but before imagine say Kwakwa and Son now has declared interest in the ADC. This is the way Obedient they do now, Obi Kwakwa and Son ticket will be very, very wrong. You understand? Even as it is now, I am even criticizing them.
You say they never formed coalition when I started. They beg more force this ticket. When I was even tweeting at Atiku.
Yes, I know. But to the extent, say the man don't declare ambition.
And yes, the moment he joined ADC, I stopped it.
Yeah.
The moment Obi joined ADC, I stopped it. But people don't want to let it go. I stopped it.
Okay, yeah, because it's not even just this Obi or nothing guys. Okay, I still criticize them if they sort articles. So once you criticize them when they sort article, okay, they go conclude say they support article. Thank God say don't come here say I even criticize you.
Just go
at that point now, I go look like Obi supporter. You understand?
No, you came after me now. You came after me. You didn't like the article, Obi. That's why I said I'm even surprised that I was invited to whether or not you consent me, my car or what, baby. I not con.
Yeah.
So at least we are friends now, Abi.
No, we are never enemies now. You understand? We are never enemies, actually.
I not push article Obi again. No. If
we are never enemies.
With all of us,
because you know
this politics by force in 2027. Maybe next time when somebody is trying to actively, like somebody is trying to explain something to you guys, maybe you start listening. But I think at that point it will be too late. No matter what you say in 2031, I doubt that we can defeat APC.
So here's the thing, let me hypothetically, if Atiku wins this ticket, right, and Obi did not win, yes, by all means, you are in your 100% right to push for that ticket. Then you understand. Even people can even start making demand from Atiku, even if Atiku have other plans to pick another VP.
That would not be fair. If
you say what?
Anybody fights, right, and
yes.
fight like you did not come together to work together with me, and then I fight, I get the ticket on my own.
No. That is
advice. No, at that point, Atiku will be free to pick who.
No. Make Atiku pick advice. Except so if your argument now that an Atiku will be ticket is the winning ticket now because Atiku don't win the ticket with that Obi conceding earlier, you say make it. Therefore, there are other options now. Then why are you forcing Obi to become vice Atiku prematurely?
No, you are
I'm not talking you. I'm talking generally. You understand?
No, it was to make it like somebody said they want consensus. Like, that would have been easier because this primary exposes us too much.
If Atiku win, it should not pick Obi. If Atiku win, it should not pick Obi. Some people are very myopic. I don't get sense. See what the person they talk. come to the party, make it no pick Obi, make everybody go a separate way. I don't get sense.
No insult. I beg, Abuja Billy. I beg, yeah. So
No get sense. Now,
no, Abuja Billy. Now one family. Now why we go they just use? No, Abuja Billy. Hold on.
Abuja Billy, what's the offense here?
Abuja Billy. Hold on.
Abuja.
Abuja Billy. First of all, every na senior person, right? So and what he said is not even that provocative. Yes, I mean it's a political opinion, and you go calm down and explain to him maybe to see Avery. So in politics, now after primaries consolidation, right? Even if you look at some this thing, okay, look at this thing like PDP primaries after in fact Wike thought he's going to win, then Atiku won. And Wike started lobbying for the ticket, right? In American politics, do you know that Joe Biden contested primaries with Obama and lost? Obama won. And that was when Obama picked him as. But during that primaries, Joe Biden will never agree to be subjected to being Obama's vice. Because in his own right, he's also contested at that same level.
Okay, but did anybody now force Obama to say you must speak Biden?
No. At that point, it's not about forcing, right?
What I'm saying
So,
now. Like, at that point,
Average, if by then, as a supporter, I'm not, I can't force anybody, but I can make the man. I have that right. You understand?
Exactly. The way some people are upset now that, oh, why will you say this person has to be done?
No, and that is because it is so. Abuja Billy. Hold on. Avril, at this point, it is very premature to make that kind of demand.
Can you imagine?
You understand? It is very premature because
which demand exactly?
No. So I'm talking about, okay, if you want to make a demand that, okay, Obi becomes Atiku's vice. Now Obi's heart is in the ring.
I'm not making that demand.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking generally. I'm talking about generally. You get? Obi's heart is in the ring. Atiku's heart is in the ring. You understand? So you can, at least they are both on the same level contesting for this case. So you cannot put one under the other. You get? But when somebody have come out on top, and that is when, okay, now this is for consolidation. You know why even people go even.
Let me ask this question this way. We all heard what Kwankwaso said about Obi in the last election when Obi wanted Kwankwaso to work with him, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if Obi wins, because now some people are pushing Obi Kwankwaso, and as of today now, Kwankwaso has not come out to say, okay, let me work with Obi, let's get this thing together. So if Obi wins the primary tomorrow and Kwankwaso is not telling you, I must be his vice, won't you want Obi to be free to pick whoever is comfortable?
Yes, and that's the
what
thing.
I'm saying. So
that's the thing. So if your argument now, so your argument to pair Obi and Atiku is not, it's more about them winning general election, not even primaries. So if after Atiku win the primary,
but nobody has. Do you know how many people have not accepted it?
So if Atiku
go under Atiku Street now, go see what obedience are doing.
Avril now, because they still see Atiku as competitors, and it's wrong, by the way. Now because they still see Atiku as competitor, but the moment a winner and a loser of a man from that primaries, like Wike now was thinking, the moment Indo lose that primaries, Wike was now begging for deputy.
But what of the people that are saying they will never do vice?
These are see, do you know that people say if Obi join ADC, I will leave. I will stop my support for him.
If Atiku picks Obi, if God help us that he wins, because me, I'm praying that Atiku get that ticket. I don't have time.
No, you have the right to support Atiku. Like Obi didn't have the right to support Obi to get the ticket.
If he gets the ticket and he picks Obi, I'll be the happiest person. Because that's what I have been saying. But if he doesn't pick Obi at that point, I don't have a right to say anything.
Of course, yeah. So
I don't have the right to make that demand of him. That's just what I'm saying.
Okay.
It would be entirely up to him.
No, you have the right to make that demand, but like it is still his prerogative.
Like he doesn't have to. Like what I'm saying is, it's not.
Abuja Billy, calm down and let us have a conversation. Everybody just a vex.
Well, that's what I'm saying, comrade. If I can tell that, no problem. Obi will not go one way.
Wait, Abuja, wait. Wait.
If I can Obi will not go his way. You don't know this, comrade. That is, I mean, I'm not fighting anybody.
Guy, I don't even hear anybody safe.
Abuja, calm down.
I hear you.
Abuja, calm down. Comrade, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Let me just chip in something. Let me clear Avril, please. Avril, let me tell you how these things work. Just like there's something on this jumbo throne. King Gibe contested primaries in 1993, Atiku Abubakar and MKO. After that primaries, King Gibe, Atiku Abubakar stepped down. King Gibe and this same person went ahead in the primaries. MK emerged and picked up the second person, who is King Gibe. That is normal destiny. So you saying now and saying if people are pushing for Atiku to pick Obi after the primaries, it simply means you too. You are not the peace you preached here. We are just more
come again with your accusations, Chico Chendo. Please stop it. I am saying that if someone goes to fight for, I just used Obi as an example, right? We heard what Kwankwaso said against him in the last election. He refused to work with him. And today, people are pushing Atiku Obi Kwankwaso. So once Obi gets that ticket now, and somebody comes to tell you Obi must pick Kwankwaso, is that okay?
Now,
it's okay. It's a political demand. It's okay.
But if Obi doesn't pick Kwankwaso, is heaven supposed to fall?
No, heaven will not fall, right? But yes. But that supporter where the demand pick this guy have the right to withdraw his support from that ticket too.
But if that person what if Atiku gets the ticket and decides to go
if Atiku get the ticket, for example, in decide not to pick Obi don't have the right to withdraw their support. Because you understand?
Exactly. You cannot.
That right goes both ways. You understand?
To form that force that I was hoping for to like take over this ADC from the onstart, like just form this very hard thing that nobody can break. We did not do that.
Nobody will shield their ambition for any other person. That's the point.
But we don't have that luxury, comrade. We are fighting.
These are politics.
Comrade, now make pass.
No, don't worry. Okay, Anambra, don't worry. Come.
Please, let me just say this and go down. Let me say this, Abuja, please. See, you mentioned here, you said people shouldn't use their emotion, but all you're using here is just your own emotion.
Which emotion? Because I'm trying to be practical.
Hold on. Chief Ochendo, let us even move past. I think we don't set this record. We don't clarify things enough.
Just the same way now that we are refusing to be like we are refusing to work together now. So when we have the ticket, we should be forced to work together.
So guys, make a lot of this, yeah. So
if I think of win, I can go, no problem. Obi will go his own way. No begin.
Wait. This is no be shouting. We have to learn from each other. First of all, the reason why this coalition is coming together is for us to win an election. Now you have major candidates. Please let me finish. You have major candidates. You have Obi. You have Atiku Abubakar. You have Kwankwaso. You have Ahmed. Now, these individuals, let's say 3 of them or 5 of them, Nwajubatu is contesting. After that primaries, if let's say Atiku Abubakar emerges, what the party will be going for is a vice that will also contribute to win. Let me clear it. They will go for a vice presidential candidate that will contribute for winning. Not to attend to my emotion, whether an obedient has gotten me angry before, or whether articulate has gotten me angry before. That is not, it doesn't concern the political party called ADC. What the VP picking will be based on who will win, help them win the election, Ivory. So choosing an Atiku, let's say Obi also win, and they see that Atiku cannot be a VP, and Kwankwaso happen to be somebody that will contribute to the winning of the election, or even Tambowa, the party will pick a VP that will support Obi that will make them win. That is, this is not all about my own emotion or even articulate emotion. It's all about
But we are
winning.
saying the same thing.
So,
No,
so, so,
wait.
so, wait.
We are saying the same thing.
Avril. So the premise of this wait, hold on. Chief Ochendi, hold on. So the premise of this coalition are to bring the two support base. Okay, people agree. Okay, because of that split, gave Tinubu a real to win by rigging or however means he won. Right. So the obedient base and the articulate base. Okay. So now let us say Atiku wins a primary and decide to go his way, okay, without carrying obedience along. So what's the whole point of the coalition if you cannot consolidate that obedient base? Or even Obi wins. This is the way obedient they do now, Obi Kwakwanso. If Obi wins this ticket, he no carry article along. You understand? In fact, Atiku should even have an input into his VP. Right? If Atiku win, Obi will have an input into Atiku's VP to consolidate the votes and base. You understand? This thing maybe try your luck, then they go do this thing. You understand? So that why as I see obedience.
As of right now, we know that they are the two strongest, but they should not come together now. They should first go and fight and dirty themselves in the mud.
That is how
open themselves
that
up.
Is how
open
politics
all of
works
us
now.
Up and give APC the chance to probably influence who becomes our flag bearer. Open us up.
How will
open us up
APC
to
influence
different
now?
types of risks. Then at the end of the day, so the way you are talking now, that means you are accepting that these two people, they are the biggest. They need to work together, right? Because the idea now that they will not work together if one person gets the ticket is getting to you, Abi. That means you are submitting that the two of them, they need each other.
You are not getting something. You are not. See, these two major candidates have their support base. And let me tell you, if Obi is to hand over his ambition today without contesting the primaries, he is also going to lose support base. These things are politics. He has to contest.
Not be we be the support base, Chief Ochendo. Are we not the support base?
Only you now, but
are we all not the support base?
Listen. He has to contest after the primaries. Even
okay, which kind of primaries will people like Kenny accept?
Wait.
The people that are shouting that
I beg no vex, more no vex. See, I'm not bothered by I'm not bothered by these people, right? Because when whatever Obi does, they will fall in line. Like they say, if Obi join ADC, they will abandon him. Obi don't join ADC, and they fell in line. You get? So I'm not bothered by anything when they talk here. You understand? Because they are loyal followers. They go follow Obi. You get?
Every don't want that. There's one thing.
Ochendo, we are leaving everything to chance. We don't want to work together. So whatever happens, we'll take it like that. That's just what I'm preparing your mind for.
You're not in peace. You're not.
Oh yeah, it's okay,
I've been
guys.
saying that for a long time. It doesn't hold water again, Chief Ochendo.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Let's move the conversation. Let's agree to disagree, So let's move the conversation. Abjabila, I see you, but who come first, Seth?
Na me go talk. Na me. You call me before I have the same.
Comrade,
but some guy, put your hands up now. Like you've been here very long, but put your hands up. In the case you won't speak.
Because
as you don't ready, I go find way put you for queue, but not just immediately. You understand?
Make him go, no problem. Make him go. Wait. Make him go.
Okay. So make who go?
No, I won't play Anambra.
Oh yeah, make Anambra go now.
Okay. Comrade, my guy. Good evening. You even go back to UK. You don't come work. I can't give me my carton of beer.
Our Malam was praising you. You miss your flowers in the morning. Malam was praising you. Say, I say almost say you sabi something, but just that way they didn't they can they laugh you, but they listen to your submission. They make sense these days.
Now they can't turn us to Zobina, but that one not pass. That one don't pass. Okay, Malam, thank you very much. You see, I was enjoying this space. I decide why they do my thing. I enjoy this space. And one thing that I enjoy so much since yesterday to today is that you and Malam is just trying to
address what good governance means to everybody. No be so I understand that. The person wey dey for Kano understand that. Even come down in this Anambra state, no be so people from Anambra South. That is why that even if, any party that will be support, they win even council of Anambra South. If you have a Anambra South, check why ordinary party normally win election Anambra South. You never get any person who will be support for Anambra South, even as a councillor, that they win position. It's because of this same good governance. No be so we understand them from our own Anambra South. People from Anambra Central and Anambra North understand them. Be why the Anambra Center is the majority. But at the end of the day, Obi will carry his way because Anambra Center, they always ally with him. So Igbo people need to understand it. And another thing is that I love what Malam say. When people start saying a very different thing, they will label him an Atiku data boy. The other day, if I go to those space, they will cause all of us from what baby, all of us. They say Atiku is paying us. Me, I have never worked. In fact, the only I told them the only politician I'm working is for be like a zombie. In fact, how returning back to National Assembly depends if Obi will be on a ticket or not. If not, she no good because of the kind of politics they play. In fact, it's history of our North and South. Person never go 2 turns. Like person never return for National Assembly. It's only 1 turn or 1 turn or 1 turn. The political godfathers in Oka will fight, look for a way to do. So na community politics. I don't want to go that place. So how returning back depends will be decision now. So I want to tell if you are a Igbo person, you need to understand this thing. All of us go university, all of us go school. In every topic and all these things, they normally have option, first option, second option, and third option. In this coalition, if you listen to our political leaders, in fact, if you are even smart enough, the day that will be declared, I was in Enugu. If you see them talking from waiting be this Imo State former governor, this old man that I respect so much. I don't forget the man name. If you look at them saying something, you will see that these people, these are our political leaders. They no one lose up front. They have already they have already printed their plan A and plan B.
You are
If this one no
talking
work
of
out,
you are talking of if Dr. Achiku Denwa FCFCA. Go ahead.
thank you.
Yeah, that's my
Something that will make
boss. That's my boss.
people
Boss of life.
people like Dr. Achiku don't want them. They will be stressing themselves. These people have already have option 1 and option 2. Yes, it's not very difficult for you here to understand. And if you understand this does not even make you a Atiku boy. Understand the master of first option and second option. They have already booked it that Obi is their first option. But if at all, after the primaries, things did not work out, they will look for the second option, which they are not making mention. But all of us, we are not a toddler. We know what is the second option. We will not lose out. And again, you people should calm down and study this APC. Not be today again. Buala Mohammed don't start again. That nonsense of Onitsha man and all these things. Understand it. Think about beyond 2027. Nah, after this 2027, these people, this APC, this occultic party, they will so much deal with us. Please, I don't know how to beg. I keep on repeating myself. I keep on doing. See, Avery say something. Go to that this thing article post. Go and see the kind of manner of insult. In fact, I can't. I don't even stay 1 minute on that comment section. I don't stay 1 minute on that comment section. And these people say they are in coalition. All they do is that they come up here, cry, do a lot of things, accuse people of working for Atiku. The other day on Sunday night, I complained to Kenneth Okonkwo, lack of party this thing, membership card. Early morning, Monday morning, my friend Charles called me, say they sent 25 this thing, ADC membership card to each ward. I asked the guy, can you even secure one for me? He said, most of all these politicians have already booked it. But do you know, at the end of the day, we later meet the ward chairman because me, I have transferred my everything to Oka because I want to join Oka people and stuff. I don't play their politics. At the end of the day, I was able to secure one out of the 25 in Nibo was 3. I was able to secure membership card. This is somebody because I am interested in it. I go out for it. I stress myself. At the end of the day, I'm that world chairman, small ego Tony Sender. I'm where I hear on Maya. I secure my own. But you see these people online, they don't want to do anything. They don't want to spend money. They believe it's only them is obedient. Once you talk about anything else, I think I'll start paying you. In fact, now only them they contribute the online money, everything. I know be obedient. Oh baby, no be obedient. So once you start talking about peace and unite the party, I think I'll buy you off. Indeed, boy, I'm trying to remind you again. Nobody want to subdue Obi. Nobody want to force Atiku Obi ticket to you. We are talking about option A and B. If option A did not work out, Atiku don't want them. Now them they carry Obi around. Even before this one was enter this party, you people don't know that it is even Southeast leaders that was even worrying Kwankwaso. There are many things I don't want to talk about, start leaking information because if they had me to even get this some all these things that people they stand behind, if they talk, they go hear the gossip, and the person go tell me some of the person. So these guys are working like they are working like as if their life depend on 2027. But all you guys do is just come up here, mess things up, mess things around, insult everybody. The other day I was begging them, pull down, understand time and season. This time around, I don't like Hausa Fulani people. I don't like go this thing. In fact, Erufai, waiting concern me and Erufai before. But you will never see me going hard on these people now because of politics. Because this thing that Southwest did in 2015, I be 2013, and it worked out for them. Make we try them. If you know work out 2027, everybody will go their separate way. But now, why every day you wake up, you start insulting, calling them all manners of names? If they reply back now, you start crying. We talk about this thing every time. Once you raise this point, I think we don't buy them. They are paying. In fact, what baby they say now 20K they pay us. Say they add them. One of them say they add them for that group where they pay us 20K.